So considering that Nvidia GeForce Now, it's out of the question due to the play limitations, 100 hours per month, which some people think that 100 hours per month it's enough. And I hate to tell you, if you think that 100 hours per month it's enough, then you're not a gamer. A true gamer like myself and others, majority who are true gamers, 100 hours, it's not enough. Okay? But why put any limits to begin with? I mean, what kind of a service is this? I mean, they call it ultimate, right? They're calling the Nvidia GeForce Now this ultimate service. Well, I don't feel so ultimate if I'm limited, where on top of me paying $20 a month, I have to also pay an additional $6 for 15 hours. $6 for 15 hours. Yeah, and you keep adding that $6, and well, now the bill goes from 20 to 26 to $32 to maybe even $40 a month. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, what's the alternative? Well, there is an alternative. There is this company called Boosteroid. Boosteroid, it's run mainly in Europe, specifically in Kiev. Kiev, which is the Ukrainian city, and they're operating from Ukraine. And they're like small company. They're not like big company, so they don't really offer like the flexibility of the speed and like these high-end rigs as, let's say, Nvidia GeForce. Nvidia GeForce Now, of course, as they should, they make GPUs for crying out loud. So yeah, they will have the best possible gaming experience. But the problem with Nvidia is that they're so greedy. Yeah, that's the issue. So now that we know that they're so greedy, so what's the alternative? Well, the alternative is this: is the Boosteroid. For just $7.49 a month, you can start enjoying 1080p 60. You know what? 1080p 60 for most people, man, it's more than enough. There's I played games in 1080p 60 recently, and it really it's not a big deal, honestly. It's not like ooh, I can't play in 1080p 60. Most of the time I don't even play in 4K. See, this is what people don't understand. Most of the time I'm playing in a 1440p, either 1440p or 1080p. But most of the time it's 1440p. Why? Because I want the performance. I'm all about the performance. So I think for the most people, paying $7 a month, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. So how does it work? So basically, the way it works is it's like almost like Nvidia, but the way it works is you have to link up your Steam account, your Epic account, your Game Pass account, and other accounts that you might have. And what happened is they scan to see what games are available that they have that are compatible with the license that they have. And then based on what they have available, just like with Nvidia, they will have those games playable for you. So make sure you do a research, just look like with Nvidia, what games they have and what games do you have with that subscription and what games do you own on Steam. So make sure you double check that first before you sign up with this. So what's the kicker here? What's the difference? Well, the difference with the Boosteroid is the fact that there's no limitations. They have no limitations, and even the president of this CEO of this company, his name is Ivan. Ivan. I forgot his last name. It's a Ukrainian last name. I forgot it. It's Ivan. His first name is Ivan, and the CEO of the company, Ivan. You guys might call it Ivan because in American they say Ivan, but Slavic would say Ivan. Ivan. So he said, as long as I'm the CEO of this company, there will never be any time limitations on how much you want to play. You can play as much as you want to play as long as you have the active membership with us. You can play as much as you want to play, and that's how it should be. This is what Nvidia really needs to learn, and maybe this is good for Boosteroid. I think this is a good news for Boosteroid, and that's why I'm making this video to bring it to your attention. Hey, wait a minute. I think Nvidia is helping Boosteroid. Well, thank you, Nvidia. So you are actually helping Boosteroid, because people will say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I know Nvidia's got 5080. It's coming up. Yeah, it's a powerful GPU, of course. Yes, games will run better, sure. But you know what? You know what? For less money, I can enjoy these games wherever I go, on whatever device I want to choose, and I'm only paying $7 a month. While I'm paying over here $20 a month, and I'm still limited to 100 hours a month. And on top of that, I have to pay $6 for additional 15 hours. So you add up that $6 on top of $20, that's $26, and another $6, you're looking at $32 a month, maybe even more. So who wants the limitations? Exactly. So one thing that they have going on, and this is the alternative, is the fact that they are a no limitations on the gameplay. And to me, that's... Now, there is a waiting time, like in a queue. You have to wait in a queue. There is a waiting time. Just like with xCloud, you know. You can also stream your gameplay to YouTube, which is great, directly from Boosteroid. And they got, you know, flexibility here. Flexibility meaning they have availability on everything, dude. On every device you can think of, man, these guys are on. Windows, Apple, Linux, Android, Samsung, Chrome OS. Is that LG? Yeah, it looks like an LG to me. I don't know. WebOS, TV app, LG. I mean, they're available everywhere, even on your calculator. I'm just kidding, but I'm pretty sure if the screen was big enough, they could put it on the calculator. So it's available everywhere. So there's no limitations, and you can play as much as you want to play as long as you have the active membership. And that's how it should be. As long as you're paying that membership, there shouldn't be any limitations, man. This is what Nvidia doesn't understand, because they're so greedy. Such a greedy company. What do you expect from that chauvinist Jensen wearing that leather jacket? You know, God, man. These prima donnas, man. And these are their partners: Google, LG, Microsoft, AMD, Asus, Skyward, Sharp. Microsoft, that means that Game Pass is available. So whatever you have on Game Pass, you'll be able to use it here. What about the pricing? Well, let's look at the pricing. Hold on. Let's look at more games. Hold on. Before we get to the pricing, I want to go through some of the games that they have. They got Euro Truck. They got Call of Duty. They have Black Myth Wukong. They have Wu Chang, Expedition 33, which is Game Pass. They have American Truck, which is through Steam. They got Cyberpunk through Steam. Let me see. They got Cyberpunk through Epic. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 through Steam. They have a pretty good number of games, but remember, you need to check to see what you have available, or what basically you own, right? And they clearly stated that before you sign up with this service, make sure you check to see what you have, what titles do you own, before you come here to subscribe with us, because you need to make sure that the games that they have available, you have them, you own them, you have a license. Uh, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. I think they have a Grand Theft Auto through Steam, I believe. I can type it. I don't know. Do they have Grand Theft Auto? I don't know. Grand Theft Auto 5. They do have a Grand Theft Auto 5 enhanced. Let me click on it. Let's see. It's through an Epic Game Store. But I believe they also have it through Game Pass as well. So they have a lot of games here, as you can see. There's a lot of stuff. So the main reason I'm showing you this is because I want you to see that there is an alternative to GeForce Now. Just don't expect the performance to be as good as GeForce Now. Don't expect everything to be, hunky dory like GeForce Now. But hey, at least you have unlimited time. You know what I mean? At least you have unlimited time. So let's look at the pricing. Okay, let's see what it says here. If you're looking for a cloud gaming service where everything comes down to simplicity and comfortable use, Boosteroid is the one you should take a look at. You don't need to download or install games on your computer. You can run games 24/7 as long as your subscription is active. This is what I'm talking about. This right here, I'll highlight it. This to me is what makes Boosteroid so unique. You can run games 24/7 as long as your subscription is active. So as long as you have your subscription active, you can run games 24/7. That means no time limit. And the president of the company, CEO of Boosteroid, his name is Ivan from Kyev, Ukraine. He said, as long as I'm the CEO, you will never ever see the time limit. Because I would hate to see a time limit on the games that you play. Because he's a gamer himself, I said I hate to see any kind of time limit on games, because you know how long these games are. It takes, even yesterday it took me 9 hours to finish Gears of War. So come on. So I like that. How to start? Where's the service available? Let me see. Where's service available? The quality of the Boosteroid depends on your internet connection, hardware, location, software, and other factors. Let's see how much the subscription and the payment is. Let me see the renewal, letter, activation codes. Actually, let me go to the home. I just want to see something really quick. Let me see. Sorry about this. I'm just looking for something. Subscriptions and payment methods. Let's see what they say. Because I'm trying to find out how much it is. I think it's $7, but I think that was in euros. They don't really say how much. Let me go to the. Let's see. It says subscribe. Oh, I need to become a. I need to open up an account first. Yeah, but how much is it? You know, I don't want to subscribe. At first, I need to know how much it is. See what it says. Okay. I wish that they would tell me the price. Let me go to Help Center. So I don't know how much it is, guys. I haven't looked into that. It says $7.49. So let's see. Maybe they'll put the price down here. No, they're not saying how much the price is. So I wish that they would. I wish that they would tell me how much the price is, because I don't want to become a. I don't want to subscribe to anything unless I know how much the price is. Well, you know what? We can find out. We can find out how much the prices are. We'll just go ask. We'll just ask. How much is the Boosteroid a month? Let's ask. Let's ask. Hold on. If you're in the US, the monthly cost converts to roughly $10.50 depending on the exchange rate. So it's roughly about $10 a month. That's not bad. $10.50 a month. So that's actually pretty good. That's not bad. Should be. It's not bad. So yeah, for $10 a month, man, that's pretty good. You get to play all these games on the cloud. Not bad at all, dude. Through Boosteroid. This is really a good alternative to GeForce Now, because you don't have to worry about any limitations, right? So there's no limitations here. And anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I didn't want to make this video any longer than it needed to be, but I just felt to bring this to your attention. Let me know what you think. I personally haven't tried this service. I know my friend Brendan has tried it. I will ask him more about it when I see him on the stream. I'll ask him more about the Boosteroid, his experience and what he thinks. But what about you? Have you tried Boosteroid? What do you think? How do you like it? I think this is better than GeForce Now because you are only paying $10 a month, technically $10.50, and you have no limitations. Think about it. You're paying $10.50 a month, and there's no limitations. That's a pretty good price. $10 a month plus 50 cents. $10.50. Not a big deal. And you get to enjoy all of these games, no limitations. When you compare it to GeForce Now, you're paying an additional $10, which is $20 a month, plus an additional limitations, time limit, where you have to pay additional $6 for 15 hours. So, no. This could be good for Boosteroid, because now that the GeForce Now has made this like a ridiculous decision, and they're really such a bad timing for GeForce Now, especially now since they're releasing this 5080 this September. I don't know who is their marketing, marketing director, who is making these decisions on the pricing. But it's just a bad timing for GeForce Now, because people they don't care that you have a 5080. They don't even care that you have a 5090. Okay? They don't care. You could have the most powerful PC on the planet. The fact remains, I'm limited. I cannot enjoy that 5080 because I'm limited. Okay, you're limiting me. And nobody wants to be limited, especially when you are paying $20 a month. So Boosteroid, $10 a month, and 50 cents. Who wants to count 50 cents? Okay, fine. $10, 50 cents. No limitations. It's pretty much like GeForce Now, but just a little bit lower end on the power GPU, CPU. But the bottom line is you are saving money. You're saving $10. Not only are you saving $10, but you also get to play as much as you want to play. And it's only $10.50, man. Now, I don't know how long this $10.50 will stay. They might raise the prices. You got to remember, with these companies, they all start kind of small, like a niche, small, right? And then when they become bigger, the CEOs, they change, and then they start raising the prices. You know, you have to understand that, right? Nothing will stay status quo. This might change a year from now, 2 years from now. Things change. So there's no guarantees. There's always going to be $10.50, right? But for right now, it's great. There's no contract. You're not obligated for any kind of contract. And you can always cancel. If they do raise the price, well, it's simple. Just cancel. That's easy. Just cancel. But for right now, I think this is it's a pretty good alternative. But you guys let me know down below. Leave a comment. Please don't let just the trolls type. Even though I make money off of trolls, I do feed the trolls, and I love feeding them because they make me money every time they reply to me or leave a comment and I reply to them. I earn ad revenue. But I don't just want to feed trolls, you know, typing bunch of nonsense. Even though I don't mind, I make money either way. I want to see, like, you guys give me your genuine, honest opinion about what you think. It shouldn't be just the trolls typing nonsense, even though they make me money. But I want you to tell me your genuine, honest opinion on about how you feel about GeForce Now versus Boosteroid, and what do you think? All right, and I'll see you guys later on the live stream with some Gears of War. Gears of War. High blood pressure. Trust me. You'll understand when you play it. It's a bigger high blood pressure than Battlefield 6. I thought the Battlefield 6 has to be the biggest high blood pressure. It is, but, you know, Gears of War has reminded me that there's even a higher blood pressure. And Gears of War is multiplayer. Certainly, it's it when it comes to that. But anyway, I'll see you guys at the live stream later on. This video is long enough as it is. I hate to make these long videos, but there's so much I needed to cover. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys on the Gears of War Reloaded multiplayer. Thank you. God bless, and I'll see you. Happy Friday.